Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 5th episode of Uchuu Kyoudai, or Space Brothers. Last episode, Muta wanted to be able to message Serika, his potential future girlfriend, but, he didn't have his phone, so he had to get a new one, but he got it. Kenji got the info for him, and it's all good. It's all good now. We do have to wait for the 3rd exam, though, so in the meantime, Muta's gonna go over to Hibito because of some family support thing that, they have going on, so we get to see our brothers together again, so that'll be nice, Muta making some progress towards being a spaceman as well. I'm sure he and Hibito will now have plenty to talk about, Hopefully Muta does get the best out of this whole experience, so 3, 2, 1, play. George Bush International Intercontinental Airports. I can read. Although the white text on a white background is not great. Wow. Already looking the part, so. Yeah, you blend right in, I forgot they were going to Texas specifically, so, That is indeed true. Because your brother. Yes, I'm aware. I hope you enjoy your trip a lot. That's quite nice of them. We do want our astronauts focused, so definitely makes sense. I mean, I think at the very least you'd pass the second one. Wake up. You don't want to fall asleep and get lost in a foreign country. It never ends well. Still a very weird opening. Like, why the rainbow colors? And why do the rainbows come out of his nose? I have several questions. Feels so moon indeed. My drawings and toys never flew through the air after I made them. I could have just been not trying hard enough. Some very large buildings back there. Days of missing. Does he get lost? With Google Maps, you really shouldn't be able to get lost, honestly. Is that the pug? Yep, that's the pug. Yes, finding the pug in the opening, we get to see it. Well, you're not one to talk, Muta. There are worse... there are worse names. I guess he likes you. But yeah, it moves in such a weird way. It just... You can't just abandon your luggage. That's important. Why does he like him so much? People are gonna think it's your dog. Ah. You're closer than you might think to an alien with him, because you'll one day go to space. You seem so friendly. Why are you running? Yeah, but they're not main characters, so no interest. He got you. You're not gonna beat a dog in an endurance test, I can tell you that right now. He's kind of cute, you know, just pet him. Yeah, he likes you for some reason. You know. Perhaps your owner knows you. His owner knows you. Yes, I figured as much. Yes, he already sounds like an American with that English. Nice refrigerator. What'd you bring? Well, of course, that's what they're good for. uh, I don't think it works that way. Time zones are weird like that, but I don't think that's how it works. Alright, it was on the tip of my tongue what that was supposed to mean, but I didn't quite figure it out. But our brothers are together, it's great. There we go. That would have bothered me too. Man, what a slob. Yeah. Yeah, those things don't require as much water as some other plants. Well, there's probably something that's pretty vague, though. Yeah, trust me, he was very anal earlier episodes. Well, he's your brother, so of course. It's a pretty good backyard. I do agree. You might have to be more specific. Can be blocked by just your thumb. Because the further away something is, the smaller it looks. Yeah, very, very few people can ever go to the moon. Definitely something you can brag about to your friends and family. And your acquaintances and your enemies. And people you don't know online. We're hoping, but he's still trying on that. These two are definitely brothers, with the vagueness. 27, who knows? Well, maybe you should have had like a motorbike. Would have been faster. If only you could drive to the moon, that'd be cool. Somebody needs to build like a ramp, you know, or a giant road. A lot or something. You don't know that. You've come a long way. You got Kenji helping you. Yeah, I figured we would get into this. That one would have really bothered me. The other one I wouldn't make a big deal out of, but that last one would irritate me if I was him. That bug. I just want to pick it up and hug it. Yeah, you're no fun anymore, Oni-chan. Well, I got a dog. Looks just like you. A very nice shot of the moon. The pug's like, let me back in. He has a name, Oppo. I should remember that. Didn't just call him the pug. We call him Grendel. I can't read the note. It's too small. Easy English for grade schoolers. Yeah, you can't forget an at. Don't ask why. It's just a silent letter. Where some words have those. I know. But it's still a useful language to learn. Okay. What kind of story are you making that into? You wouldn't want to make her cry. Wow, that's bad. And yet he became an astronaut before you. Well, if you taught him things, maybe you could take that as being a sign of being a good brother. His success. Well, that's a big improvement. It sucks when the table turns. The nerve of him. It's not like you're in America or anything, an English-speaking country. You know, in a Spanish-speaking country. Toast in a newspaper. Looking very adult. Supposed to be a rival, but now we just kind of, has a bit of a defeatist attitude, but we're still working on that. Yeah, there's a lot to know, I guess. What? Oh, people with dogs. Yeah. Oh no, strangers. Are you neighbors, perhaps? Ooh, a hot dog store? I bet he does. Huh. Well, that's cool. I would imagine so. Appo's pretty nice dog. I bet he does. That was a very shocked look. Samurai boy. I could not picture Hibito as a samurai, I just couldn't do it. I don't know why that nickname made me laugh, Samurai Boy. Yeah, that can't be. Don't be silly. Food. This doesn't look like an American dinner. Uh, is it? We should have a challenge. Are we starting to get a bit of competitive here? Answer that question. Yeah. Uh, shot down. Who does it compete in the whole space thingy, you know? Yeah, that's kind of the idea. I mean, partly to see your brother and partly to get some space knowledge and stuff. Not to cook food and compete in whatever you're competing in there. A good question. Stop ignoring Bappo. He wants attention. Aww. Look at that face. You couldn't ignore that doggy. uh, just, just want to pet him. That's all I want. He's missing his brother. What'd he say? Well, that is more or less true. But he also did other things like flushing his phone down the toilet and sweating and... Yeah, Hibito has always been pretty confident that he would, at some point, catch up. That's why he wasn't too happy with Muta's attitude when he got here. You don't want to crush your little brother's hopes and dreams for you. Come on. Well, just don't fall over. Like... And man, you are sweating something fierce. Like a turtle shell. Ooh, it's a nice view. It's no, you know, view of space, but, you know. You fell for my distraction. A camping trip. For as long as I can get away with. A beverage. After a shower, of course. A heart. Why a heart? It's a little weird. That's not a good reason. Well, Muta does seem motivated to try to get things back to how he thinks they should be. But I can do that. Cut the one that's not Muta. That's all I ask. No, you gotta keep him in the thing. You can't cut him. He's trying so hard. You can't destroy him like that. But I mean, that's just like his opinion. That's not a final decision, right? I guess we'll see, but I am a little bit worried about Muta not making it to the end. Because I don't think we actually see him in a spacesuit in the opening at all, which has always kind of worried me a bit. It doesn't, like, you know, guarantee anything, of course. So, that was the 5th episode of Space Brothers. And this episode, Muta did make his way to America, to where his brothers currently live in. You know, because of the family support thing that they have going on. Which, you know, that is his first time being in America, right? So he's blending in as best he can. You know, he had that nice hat on, which is cool. However, things kind of took a turn when he ran into a certain dog. You know, he didn't know the dog, I guess, but the dog certainly knew him because the dog is Hibito's dog. So he was excited to see somebody that's more or less similar to Hibito. They had the same blood and everything, probably smells similar. Possibly. But yeah, that scene was pretty funny. Just seeing, you know, Appo the dog just kind of following him, looking all cute, and then just chasing him when he runs, and it was all pretty good stuff. You know, I like Appo a lot. I want more Appo to have more screen time. He's just adorable little pug. I like that doggy. But yeah, I mean, it was great to see Muta and Hibito be able to talk with each other. However, you know, the problem here is that Hibito, he's always had, faith in his brother that he would eventually catch up. He's still working on becoming an astronaut. He'll eventually succeed and join him, That seems to be what Hibito has kind of always held on to that belief. But Muta has been kind of struggling. I mean, as we've seen, he, doing his other job, getting fired from that, having difficulty getting a new job, and finally, trying to take the exam and doing his best with that and still kind of struggling a little bit, but, doing his best. But Muta, when he got there, he doesn't seem to be very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not really enthusiastic, but he doesn't seem to have the same kind of faith in himself that Hibito has in him. Maybe that's a good way to put it. So that was definitely off-putting for Hibito. He doesn't want to see this. He wants to see the brother that he's always seen as a rival, somebody to compete with, and he wasn't quite seeing that with his brother right now, so he wasn't too happy about that, really. Luckily, Muta was able to have some time to think and was able to talk to his friends, Hibito's friends, the elderly couple or whatever that, walk their own dog and Oppo sometimes for him. The talk with them seemed to have helped a lot, so hopefully, that makes a big difference. Because it seems to be the case, because we saw that little letter about him, wanting to start waking up first and then, waking him up, similar to what we saw in the flashback, so that was supposed to be taken as saying that he wants to get back to that, the way things were. So hopefully, because Muta has been kind of flip-flopping a little bit on that, but hopefully he's getting really close now because, he came here, supposedly to get something out of it, because this is a good chance to learn about the space program and all that good stuff. So he hasn't done much of that just yet, though, so next episode, I guess we'll start to get into that. But yeah, his attempt to try to be to rival, be competitive with those unimportant stuff was kind of funny too. Obviously, he missed the point entirely that Hibito was trying to make, but it was still funny. But just in him, all fixing the little miscellaneous things around the house, like fixing the poster and all that, and little comments he made, that was also pretty funny. Just goes to show how much he knows him. The cactus. Cactus is a good plant to have because it doesn't die very easily and it looks cool, so can't really go wrong with a cactus if you're looking to have a household living plant. But yeah, Hibito seems to have a pretty nice house, pretty good setup there, friends and stuff, and the nickname Samurai Boy, which, I guess some people might find that offensive, but I thought it sounded like a cool nickname. I would love to be called Samurai Boy, well, preferably Samurai Man. I do have a katana somewhere back there, I could probably pull that off. But, yeah, Hibito does seem to be having a good time back down here, and hopefully Muta is able to do some exploration, learn some stuff, talk to some people, because right now things don't seem to be that great as far as his chances for passing the second exam, because he commented on that earlier in the episode that he didn't even know if he was going to pass that one or not while he's down here, so that little bit we got at the end is not very encouraging, but hopefully somebody's like, no, he's good, we should let him pass. Hopefully that's going to be the follow-up to that. Because, I want Muta to succeed, Hibito wants him to succeed. Rest of Muta's family, I'm sure, wants him to succeed, so that really would be nice to have happen. But, yeah, it was also funny seeing Hibito kind of failing at English as a child, like, what, you missed a K here. Why is there a K? There's no K sound in that word. Well, it's silent. Why does it need a silent K? As an American, native English speaker, silent letters have always been a little bit weird to me. I never really completely understood the point of them. The only thing I could assume is, like, it's supposed to help with homophones, words that sound the same, like, you could just spell it a little bit differently to make it less confusing. That's the only logic that I could think of it, but it's always still kind of been annoying, but, for a native speaker, most, silent letters you memorize, so, because it's not super common, but it's common enough to be a little bit annoying, I'm sure, for non-native speakers. But yeah, it definitely seems like something changed in their life where Muta became the failing one and Hibito rose above, the role switching. I wonder if we'll get anything specific on why that was the case, or if it'll just be kind of, left open to interpretation, but, Muta definitely has some work to do if he wants to catch up, and right now it seems like he's willing to, at least give it a try, so hopefully that all works out. Thank you for watching, and And a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.